Hi world, it is me, Abby Abadoo, and today we're going to be doing a rat morning and evening routine. So I first start by getting a bowl and refilling it. I know a lot of people are against using food bowls, but I do use foraging wheels and scatter feeding on top of using a bowl. And before you say, oh, they must be really overweight, they're not, because I take what they would eat during the day and just spread it out between those 3 different methods. And for any of those wondering, they are eating the Oxford rat food. Now, while I get attacked by rats, I also fill their foraging wheel with the rest of what they would usually eat and some mealworms. I don't give them too many mealworms because it can make them really obese. I feed them mealworms in the evening when I get them out for free roaming, which you'll see that, but they're a very good source of natural protein. So then I refresh their water bowl. They usually dig stuff up and throw pee and poo and everything in there, so I'll always refresh that every single day, and then I'll just check the water bottle. I also was really struggling to get this off the thing. There we go. So then, depending on how bad it is, I will just put some gloves on and move their poo into the litter tray, because I've said this in a few videos, but Nellie decides that she wants to be different and she doesn't want to use a litter tray, which then confuses the rest of them, and they don't use a litter tray. So I'm trying to encourage it, but it's not going well. Also, they attack gloves, and I was attacked multiple times. They have a thing about gloves. And here is me desperately trying to get everything done, but they decide that now is the time to have a rat party and climb all over me. I know all the lighting is the same, but in the UK right now it's mega dark in the morning and dark in the evening. But yes, this is what I do in the evening. I'll get mealworms out and malt paste so that whenever they come out of the cage they know that there's going to be food. And I'll just have some free roam time, play with them, trying to teach them tricks, but they're too interested in food that they honestly couldn't care less. Oh, yeah, that happens quite often. And before all you people come at me and say, oh my god, there's so many mealworms, they're gonna get so fat, that is nothing between 3 rats. Oh, and I did drop loads of malt paste on the floor, and I was trying to encourage her to eat it off the floor, but she couldn't care less. Food is always the best way to tame an animal, especially rats, because they do not stop eating. And malt paste is really good because it's not the sort of treat that they can run off with. They are forced to eat next to your hand. And there's me trying to teach her to spin. She gets halfway and then just stops. They're all actually pretty good at staying in one spot, apart from Mabel, because she just wants to run off and explore, which is pretty cute, to be honest. But this is the part where she gets bored of the food and tries to start escaping my room. I really need to find a pet playpen that is suitable for rats, because all of them have bars that are so wide that they can just escape out of them. But then my desperate attempts at keeping Mabel in the same spot turned into a game of throw? I don't even know what you would call this. There's a chaos of me trying to keep Mabel in one spot and then trying to get Nellie to be brave enough to come out of the cage and not just keep snatching mealworms and running off. And then Jade is just sat there in her own world eating worms like it's nothing. Can we get a round of applause because Nellie is finally out of the cage and actually exploring the floor? And oh, she's staying. She's staying. I thought she was going to run off. And oh, she's gone. Here is some extremely bright camera action here. I don't know why my LEDs are glowing in my camera like that, but okay. So yeah, that's it. I was going to do one with the guinea pigs, but one, it's difficult to record because, like I said, the weather, and it is so dark. All the time you would not be able to see anything. But I will be doing more guinea pig videos, don't worry. I'll see you all in the next video, whenever that may be. Bye!